Right, go ahead. Let's see. Right. Sorry, not the usual start, but we're into something here.
Hello, welcome to the show.
So apparently it says, what did you say, sax?
Yeah, so anybody as a child who watched Art Attack will know the wee fucking clay floppy head. It's me, the head.
He used to look like a teacher of ours, Mr. Thompson. We used to call him. He used to go mental.
For anybody who didn't know, it said sex on his forehead, in his hair.
I was thinking about this earlier. Did you ever see the fucking, like a compilation of all the kids' TV programs where it's like mad fucking, like real sexual shit?
Oh, the rainbow one where they're talking about playing with their twangers and all that. There, have you ever seen that?
I don't know if I've seen that specific one, but I've seen a lot of them.
Right, so in his hair, lying there, you can see that it says sex.
Major clutching at straws here, like.
How does that?
Yes, that's a better one.
X.
What the fuck?
There you go, childhood ruined. Hello, a Merry Christmas from Fazed.
What the actual fuck's that? Like, someone's done that purposely. There's no way that's a coincidence. Like,
so it's like a lot of the Disney stuff as well. That's why all the remasters of Disney films had to come out, because the animators hid like penises in The Little Mermaid, and they wrote like sex in the sky of Lion King, and one of them was it The Rescuers or something. One of the windows has like a porn clip or something in one of the flats.
What do you call the guy that done Nickelodeon? He's in the feet.
What?
He has a fucking pool shaped as a foot. And see, if you watch like Hannah Montana and go back and watch all them things like iCarly and all that shit.
Yeah.
They've got their feet out all the time, apparently. There's compilations of it.
That's
Dan Snyder or something. Schneider. Fucking madness, like.
This is going to be an interesting Google search. Dan Snyder foot fetish.
He used to run all the shit. He's American television. Do you know, I've heard about him on loads of other podcasts, but I've never actually seen the cunt. Because I listen to podcasts.
He obviously denies it.
Of course. Type down, he looks like a fucking foot lover.
He does, like, he looks like he definitely loves sniffing an old cheesy toe.
Go back, right, search our pool. His name and pool. Go to Google Images. Some cunt's gonna have it.
Wow.
Mate, come on.
Wow.
Isn't that insane?
Is this somebody with their fucking caps out? That is nuts. Like, why would you want your pool as a foot unless you really loved feet?
Apparently, like, there's rumours of some of the, not the main actors, but you know the people who, like extras and shit like that, where he was dead. He was adamant when they were doing like the what would you call it? What would you call it if you're acting and you're going for a role? Auditioning. Yeah. That's the word. He was doing auditions, and he was adamant that all these people like take their socks and all off. And then he just
in the audition.
Now apparently he just upped and left Nickelodeon with a big payday, like randomly.
Right.
And
so he's paid off.
Do you know what I mean? But he see all them shows. I know the one Miley Cyrus was in, fucking iCarly, a couple of other ones. He was the main.
That was
fucking,
past my childhood.
Same here, mate. I didn't watch any of them.
He says as he's rhyming them all off.
There's probably more that I can't remember. The only reason I know about that iCarly is because that's the one that we're talking about. But he done all that shit.
Yeah.
And it made Nickelodeon fucking billions.
Oh, wow.
And they were just like, right, see you later, you and your foot pool.
Aye, that's definitely going to pay off. He's been enjoying too many feet.
It's a strange one, like, because, don't get me wrong, like...
He's like your wee man Emilio from, is it Mr. Deeds? I like feet.
I could look, like, you could put 10 feet in front of me. I could tell you which one's bad, what ones look bad, but I couldn't tell you which ones look good.
Yeah, no, that's something that I never understood. It's like, how can someone's foot make you feel sexy?
Like if.
Oh no! See, like fucking licking toes and all. That's fucking bogging. No offense to any of you that are out there. It's just definitely not my cup of tea. Weirds me out a bit.
But as I'm saying, like I could look at 100 pairs of feet, and I wouldn't be able to go, fuck, that's a good looking foot, that, like. But I would go, fucking stare at his feet there. He looks like Frodo.
There's a market for it though. People are properly.
Cunts are making $100,000 a month on OnlyFans. Let me see it. The day.
Sorry, did you?
Mate, right. Relax. This is amazing.
This
is amazing, mate. Right, it's not far away from where you live. So obviously, I'm a courier by day, and I was out delivering parcels today, and this house, random house, fucking 3 American birds live in it, all smoking hot. Right. And some fella lives there from over here, but he's always running about in like a brown silk robe. Right. And I always thought, they were all sitting with the MacBooks, the wee girls in the living room, no on the MacBooks and all, and they would come, they would yarn away and all, and they're like, oh, they're on that. But I was always like, fuck, there's something weird going on here. The day I knocked the door, no one answered. Hear me, Christmas, I'll go round, leave it round the back. Mate, he was ploughing the fucking life out of one of his birds with the Ring camera like this, with a fucking, they were filming it, mate.
Right.
Mate,
that's good. You see a Ring doorbell camera like
no, it's no the Ring, like the circle light.
Why the lights?
With the camera in the middle of it. It was a bit like that setup there, only a bit smaller. And I was like, what the fuck? And the sun was shining down, right? Mate, this is amazing. Like, the sun was shining down, so like, when you're at a window, like you see your reflection in it. So I was mostly seeing my reflection, but all I seen was his arse going, just fucking pounding. And she seen me first before he did, and they both stopped like, just leave a parcel there. And I was like, but you know what's going to happen, man? That's going to be on OnlyFans, and my face is going to be blacked out. Oh, caught by the delivery driver.
It is.
I mean, it's going to be awkward as fuck the next time I go there. Like, because as I say, any time I go there, I don't want to say the name of my company, like, but because it's an American company, they're all always like, oh yeah, a bit like home, but they're not mean. They're all like they're fucking 6 foot. These women are 6 foot, and they're not mean. They're all fucking really good looking.
Oh no!
Funny as fuck, man.
It's the awkwardness of having to go back to these are like people you regularly speak to. It's not like one address you can
and that's it. It's Christmas time, so you don't want to be bringing shit back. So you're like, I find somewhere to put it. And I walked around, mate, and he was just fucking going like a stallion. So he was.
See, the start of your story sounded like it was going to end up like some porno. It's like, oh, do you want to just jump in for 5 minutes? And then I was like, leave the parcel, fuck off. And then that's going to be they'll title it that, get caught by the delivery driver.
I'm sure you see my face going.
All right there.
And the camera was facing out the patio doors, like like they would close a fucking.
Well, here, do you know what you can do?
It was quite hard to
go round, and I'm sure it was quite hard from what they tell me.
It was quite hard to open the gate, but so like
it's like because your dick was in the way. You're like, whoa.
But no, I mean, like usually you just bump on, but it was like I had to fucking put my arm around and all and unlock a lock, so like you weren't meant to walk around the back, like.
Yeah, but again, that's.
But now I know what your man does.
Parcels.
Like, don't get me wrong.
I know what he does.
I never in my head, I never went, he's writing names. But I was always going, there's something strange going on here. I wonder what it is. Every day I went, I was like, fuck, there's something odd going on here. And now I know.
Oh, you know when there's something going on.
It's a big fuck off house.
Is that the maddest thing you've experienced in the parcels?
Over the pandemic, when I started working, I started doing Yuri. There was a wee girl fucking fingering the box of herself.
Right.
That's another one.
Why is it all round my way?
No, this wasn't. This was when I was doing Yuri. Remember, over a pandemic.
Oh, in Yuri? Sorry.
So I had obviously a pandemic happened, fucking killed us. So started delivering parcels in Yuri. And there was this, and see the best about it to me, it was like a fucking Hello Fresh, which is like food you deliver every like Wednesday and Thursday. And I was reversing down this. It was in the middle of the country. Like I used to do the country down there.
Yeah.
You had to you couldn't go in and turn the van. You had to reverse down the driveway, and it's a stony path, and it's a good fucking 200 yards. Like so, but down there they're like bungalows.
Yeah.
So you have to walk along all the bedroom windows to get to the front door.
Aye.
As dandering along, looked in. Your wee girl was on the bed, just going. And I was like, what the fuck? I just threw it down, knocked the door. She came with a nightdress on, went, thank you. And I was But I mean, I've like loads of road rage shit and all. Like I've seen like fucking people. Crisis too.
I remember doing it. I'd never seen anything of a sexual nature when I was out doing the parcels when I used to work with my dad many moons ago. But yeah, you do see some you see people in their unexpected element. I remember being out one time and knocking the door, and the door opened, and it just smelled like weed. And this guy had just taken a bong rip, and he was like, "Thanks, mate." And I was like, "Can you sign for this?" And he started choking a bit, and then as he went to close the door, the bong came out of his hand, and I was like, "Why would you not just blow it out?" Well, just hold this until the fucking delivery man goes.
That's it.
There was the worst person that I ever went to. My dad was a dick about it because he'd done it for so long. He knew who all the regulars were. So whenever I went out to give him a hand, he took this as an opportunity for him not to have to go to the melty ones, shall we say, to put it nicely.
Yep.
So he sent me into
the dickheads.
Yeah, he sent me into this.
That's industry
place,
term.
And it was like a care home. So I went in, buzzed the buzzer, they let me in, pointed me the direction of where this guy's flat was. Walked down the long corridor, hung a left, walked down another long corridor, got to the door. I was like, fuck, that's such a long walk. And said, come on in. And he opened the door, and there was just this smell. Oh, it was awful. And as you walked around the corner, there was this, how can I say this nicely, really large man sitting in his piss-stained Y-fronts with bed sores all over his fucking legs, like seeping pus and all. I was like, do you want me to sign that? I was like, you're not touching my pen, mate. I already feel violated by the smell of this place.
I just
and I went out and
door.
See that Cheshire cat fucking smile on my dad's bag. He's like, well, how was that one? I was like, you knew found fucking right. There was a woman I used to deliver to as well who claimed to be blind, right? You walk up to the door and you take the parcel. I was like, can you sign for this? No, I'm blind. And she just closed the door in your face. Like, obviously, you're not blind. You're ordering stuff from a catalogue, love.
See what I've found, mate, too recently? See, like, sit down round, and now I don't want to name areas, like, but say down round the working class areas, right?
Right.
All the working class areas you go, like, they're coming to their doors in, like, their jammies with no, like, tops on or anything like that. See, once you start going up into the places that are, like, fucking £1.5 million houses, they're coming to the doors in hats and scarves and big, massive coats. So that's what I'm saying to myself, who the fuck's in a better position here? If you can't afford to heat that big home, but the other people, their kids are warm, they're fucking...
Aye, but that's why they're rich, because they don't spunk their money on heating and all these wee
Aye, but when
things.
You're coming to the door talking to you and you've got a fucking real bad chest cold because your house is freezing.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? Like, you've got a fucking 100-year-old house there. It's bound to be damp if you're not fucking burning fuel or burning gas. That's what I was thinking. Like, right, fair enough. You know what I mean? You might not be able to go to Bahamas fucking twice a year or whatever, but at the end of the day, like, who's actually in a better position now? Is it the fucking people on the brew and the people who because the working class ones are like, I'm talking about two different places. Like the middle class.
I feel like you're about to start digging a hole. I'm going to
enjoy this. So the middle class, should I say? They're the ones that are like, they're doing okay actually. Do you know what I mean? Whereas the ones, the benefit ones probably doing a wee bit better because they can still heat their home because they're getting that £400 or whatever.
Yeah.
But see, though, I swear to God, mate, seeing you go up to them big houses, mate, you're driving up, all the windows are fucking, the water's dripping down, mate. That's like, it's ice cold.
No, I agree with you. See, whenever I was doing the parcels, I was quite young. My dad was using it to try and like stop me going out and being a wee dickhead. So it was something to keep me productive. But I always used to look at these houses and think, oh, that's a class house. Oh, that house is class there. Oh, I'd love to live in that one. My dad always said to me, look through the windows.
Like a morgue.
Like, whenever you look through, there's nothing in them. There's like a wee sofa and a TV, and the rest is all empty. It's like, it's all right to have the big house, but unless you can fill it with shit.
Unless you can afford to fill it, exactly.
That's it. We also used to play a game. This is something that can get you through your day, right?
See houses like that now, but they're only being passed down. Like, people aren't buying them. They're being passed down to the grandkids, and the grandkids are growing up. Maybe they're working in fucking Tesco's, and they're getting handed this fucking £2 million house that has 8 bedrooms. They're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's madness.
See the amount of information, and people don't realise this. What you can find out about somebody in a 10-second period of time standing at their front door. Because with me and my dad used to do this, right?
Some stinkers. Like.
And he goes, right, I want you to tell me 5 things that you can find out about the people that live in this house. And he had a 10-second rule. From you knock the door, they had 10 seconds to come to the door, or else the parcel gets left.
Yep.
And whenever they opened it, you had 10 seconds to get the signature and get the fuck back in the van. But you're sitting there silent. You're like, right, pictures on the wall, car keys, what type of car have they got? Fucking this here, they've got wee fucking pictures over there. They've got
the Union
these
Jack
type of decorations or whatever. And you're sitting fucking scanning. They're like, here you go. And you're like, fuck off. I've only got 3 things here, love. Calm down. But it's and then you sort of, it
mate,
helps
see the
build a
state
picture.
some people live in, mate.
Oh,
That's one thing that I've made. This is ages ago, like, and I knocked their door, and I had like, it's like no radiator covers, like, but they were flat pack, and she opened the door, mate, and it just hit me. There was about 10 cats there. It was just cat piss. And she says you couldn't lift them in, set them at the bottom of the stairs, and I says, not a chance, love.
So that's outside of my jurisdiction.
I says, I was straight up. I says, love, I couldn't go in there. The smelly that's killing me. I stood at her gate, and she was like, oh, it's not very fucking nice. I said, I don't give a fuck. Well, that's not very nice. And I says, there's not a chance I'm stepping in. One, I've smelt it, like, and mate, see the carpet was just black, but you could see the cat piss stains all over it. She phoned up and made a complaint and all, and I said, I got pulled in. I was just like, I told them, they're like, fucking right, I wouldn't want to nail her, like.
But that's it. You see the whole spectrum of people doing parcels, and it is like it's a melty job. But
it's a fucking nightmare.
You could get a good laugh out of it, like with some of the things you do come across.
Yeah. See, now I've done alright this last week. See how many people give me tenner tips and fucking bottles of fucking drink and loads of shit like that. This time of year is mental. Like, there's fucking, you can make big money this time of year doing parcels. Like, it's scary how much money you can make.
Aye, but it's the hours you've got to clock in. Is the problem for it.
Like 10, 12 hour days. Like.
See, I can't talk about my day job because, you know, bound by the laws of GDPR and all that wank. Just know I'm fucking coming for you, you cunt. That's all I can say. I got the child to swear again the other day. It was definitely the best one to date now. It was better than telling Nicole to fuck off. She watches this wee video on YouTube. It's like magnet dolls and paper dolls and all this here. It's like people make dolls out of magnets and paper, and then they get wee outfits for them and put the outfits on them. And they're like, oh, look, and that's generally it. But she enjoys it, so who am I to question it, right?
Yeah.
But we were we were eating dinner the other day, and it was like Disney princesses, but it was like anime Disney princesses, and they were putting these anime dresses on them, and one of them just was far too risque and raunchy for what this was, and it was some sort of like weird S&M type slit dress that had lots of dangly bits on it. And me and Nicole were like, what's that? And I turned around and goes, is she meant to be some kind of like sexy ninja bitch or something? And kept talking. But Ruby in the corner was like, what's a sexy ninja bitch? Like, oh my God, Dave, what have you done? I was like, it's a bad word, Ruby. Just don't ever say that again.
No, it's not. The bitch is, what did they used to say? A bitch is a dog. A dog is, I can't remember. Remember? And the kids used to call a wee girl a bitch, and used to go, I'm a bitch because a bitch is a dog. A dog is
good. Our dog is God backwards and all this here shit.
I used to go, for fuck's sake, that's what nature's, and I can't remember, it's doing my head on now, but it made the many wee girls I called a bitch, and they said that rhyme to me. Like, nah, I wouldn't say bitch is a bad word, mate.
No, it was more the sexy ninja bitch, the whole thing as a whole. I don't really want Ruby to run about being like, I'm a sexy ninja bitch. Do you know what I mean? It's not the context of the whole thing, or even if she says it in school, sexy ninja bitch. It's like, oh, where'd you learn that? My daddy said it. That's the whole fucking out of context story that I have to go and explain. My sister done that whenever she was in school. And fucking my ma had to get called in to the primary school. So they done, this is obviously now going back 30, 40 years. They done this thing in school where you were talking about your parents and what they do, and she wrote this full thing about how her dad comes home from working all day for 15 minutes and then goes out to the bar at night, and this was the general gist of it. So the school thought that my dad had a drinking problem and that he was a neglectful father, and had to call my ma up to the school to make sure that everything was okay at home. It's like, no, what actually happens is he works at the telegraph exchange during the day and then comes home and goes to work in the bar at night. The school are like, okay, sorry for wasting your time.
That's amazing, mate.
But it's how one little thing can be said and be misconstrued so badly. See, speaking of my sister as well, do you want to hear another way she fucking knows everybody, and she always, somehow luck would favour her in every way, shape or form that she seems to go. We were meant to have family get-together for Christmas last week. Got cancelled. Why? because Angela was offered the opportunity to go and babysit Westlife's kids for 4 days while they were touring in Belfast.
Fuck.
But then they didn't get back there, so they said, yeah, sweet, we want you to do it. And she was looking times and stuff, and then they were being delayed with their response. So she texted them saying, look, I'm just going to have family dinner tonight, thanks for the opportunity. So Kane from Westlife phoned her and put her on loudspeaker with the rest of the guys plus their wives and had a wee bit of a chat and an interview, and next thing she was like, yeah, dinner's cancelled again, guys, I'll see you on Monday. I think it was their 9 children plus cousins and friends.
Fuck.
And she ended up, they took her out for dinner and all day and to say thank you, and fucking let Jack and all go in and meet the band and got backstage at the concert and all. It was so funny. She texted me on Monday being like, nothing to bring you down after spending a weekend with Westlife than picking up dog shit. I was like, I know, it's the same thing whenever you go and entertain thousands of people and you have to come in and listen to farmers complain about how they can't pay their bill. You're like fucking eye-opener.
I know. It's fucking wild.
But I couldn't believe it. It's like, Westlife, how the fuck are you babysitting Westlife's kids? It's like, it just happens.
Is it mad that doesn't impress me though?
What do you mean?
Like Westlife, things like that. See if you had told me you were babysitting Headhunters kids. I'd be like, what?
But see, that's the thing. I said there, I was like, look, you can't be fangirling. This is your job. You have to be professional. I was like, I know, but I followed them since I was 16. I'll not say what age she is now, but she's not 16 anymore. But like, she was like, oh my goodness, I'm going to speak to them. I was like, but it's a job. You can't be fangirling here. Like, they're just people. Treat them like people. If you don't treat them like, because you know what I mean. Once you meet your DJs and you're like,
what's happening to our kids?
Everybody's just
Where's
fucking,
the fucker?
Yeah. No, I don't think Westlife would be like that.
You any coke? What do you call him, Kane? Here, Kane.
Cocaine.
You want some? Cat?
I just can't take them seriously because they still dress.
There's only 3 of them now in there.
I have no idea.
Oh, there's only 3 because I seen a picture.
So is it north, south, and east? There's no more west for the Westlife, is there? I was like, remember whenever fucking Busted and McFly broke up, and then they decided, oh, we want to start again, but some of the band members didn't, so they joined and made McBusted. You're like, oh, really original there, guys.
Madness. But what they do, 5 shows down there, all sold out.
Friday to Monday.
4, yeah, that's not bad actually. Imagine that.
Well, maybe they had a matinee show on Saturday. Who knows? Is that a thing anymore?
I don't know, man. But it's Westlife. Westlife were fucking the Dogs Danglies load of years ago.
Yeah, but everybody's coming around now for Legends overhaul. It's like, oh yes, coming out of retirement here for a few bob.
After the pandemic too, everyone's like, oh shit, didn't get paid for 2 years. I could do with a couple of quid.
That's it. Oh look, Westlife reforming again. Yeah.
Oh, not Fazed come back again. We need to stop doing couriering again.
Oh fuck that.
I'm only joking.
Sorry, we'll just walk out of our jaws. I said.
Tell you what, I've fucking got the kick thing sorted. Like
you do, them load of kicks you sent me there were fantastic.
I think the penny
they were
dropped.
They were the best that you've ever sent me.
No, they're the best anyone's ever made.
Of course.
Nah, I mean the penny
because our ghost producer sent them to you. Is that what it is?
That's what it was. The penny.
Like you never showed me the audio file. You just showed me these all bounced down. Like where's the?
There's a thing there, projects.
That's right. I want to see the project file. I want to see the fucking inner workings of this.
It was actually on behind us there.
I know, but that was just all WAV files. I want to see the fucking.
No, the one that was on before the fucking screen turned off was there.
I want to see your receipts and everything to make sure you're not paying some cunt to do this. But no,
How much could you get for making kicks? Because I could do that now, like make a living there.
I wouldn't say that much. Like, I suppose just go on the Fiverr and you find somebody with a
hardstyle kick drums.
Yeah.
But that's it. See once you understand where you need the everything to be.
Yeah.
Like before, I was just guessing, and then I started watching loads of shit on that harder class because we've talked about this a million times. Hardstyle was not our first production stuff.
No.
Do you know what I mean? It was like, all we done was layer stuff and use like fucking side bases and things like that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It was obviously you were still layering them and making them your
just
own,
chopping things and making them fit. But again, there's more direction to it now.
That's it. There's see if you're coming up now and wanting to learn how to produce and don't, you're a fucking dickhead.
Yeah. There's
you're
so
a
much
fucking
stuff there.
absolute. You're a cabbage, and just give up being serious.
Why are you watching yourself on the screen? Do you love yourself that much?
I'm not. I'm looking at the thing here. I'm watching this here.
Oh, right.
That's me OCD.
Oh, right, okay. Making sure the levels stay fucking down to the red, eh?
But I made it. Like, see, whenever we only started out, like, there was nothing. You might have got a fucking blurry video on YouTube showing you how to make a hardstyle leading silent.
Yeah. I remember getting the Plutonium Boy kick pack and thinking it was like kick number 7. That was it. It was like the old Brennan Hart sort of gated kick sort of that he used in like loads of his tunes back at the start. And when this came out, I was like, oh my god, I'm fucking Brennan Hart. And yeah, it was just Grimberts. Grimberts.
What can you do, but?
But I was listening to a lot of older classic hard trance and stuff the other day just for a trip down memory lane. And you're just like, it's such simple music, but then I sort of sat down to it and you're like, right, okay, let's do this. And it wasn't, not that it wasn't fun, you could do it, but it was just
boring.
I lacked direction because it's like, it's just kind of instead of actually like fucking trying to do something that's a bit more catchy and edgy. Like it obviously the effects that go around it,
yeah,
fill it out. But again, I suppose it's trance-like music. It's not fucking energetic music.
It's still quite slow compared to what we've been doing as well.
Yeah.
See what I mean? I rendered all them kicks at 160, like.
Well, look at me rendering kicks.
It's getting faster.
I know you should always do them 150. A raw 155.
Well, plenty of tunes to make now, bye.
That's it. You keep fucking sending me kicks.
I'll keep sending you and we'll keep dancing with our hands.
Fuck off. I tried to take a little Christmas break. I had a wee dabble there the other day.
Suck my dick. There's no breaks in this game, son. Fucking get after it. Get fucking after it, mate.
I fucking burnt my head all year.
I don't give a fuck,
so that we
mate.
can have a couple of weeks.
Learn new things. I'm gonna go full Andrew Tate.
I am learning new things, Jonah. I'm trying to learn. I'm learning how to actually be able to not do something and then to recharge my batteries, because I'm like you, mate. As you say, you go on holiday, you can't sit still. That is something that you need to learn, to be able to switch off and like. See, even just sitting there, mate, you're like, no, let's go and think of that. Like, I could be doing this here. It's like, no, stop it. You have to fucking relax. Anybody want anything? Anybody need anything?
It's the same as saying the earlier. Like, I was sitting and I was like, oh, just the rest of this week, fuck it, I'll just not write anything. I'll not do anything. This was on Friday, like, enjoy Christmas. And then I was like, bet you such and such is in the studio. Bet you such and such is in the studio. Yeah, and then I started racking my brain going, yeah, fucking.
But my rebuttal to that is that we've done a lot of work when other people may not have been sitting doing stuff, so it's counterproductive to your argument.
It's not really, but because the more you like, if I hadn't sat there on Friday, I wouldn't have mastered the kicks.
Well, you would have done it on Saturday.
If I hadn't sat there all weekend, if I hadn't sat there, that wouldn't happen. Do you know what I mean?
I know, but it's about time you actually fucking did something. Do you know what I mean?
Screwed without me, sir.
I would leave if it wasn't for you. I feel like fucking sometimes I'm like one of Fritzl's prisoners. It's like, I want to leave. I know the door's there and I could probably leave and tell somebody, but at the same time I'm scared of what would happen.
I like the dick and I keep getting the love fucking spurting out kids.
That's awful, mate. That is fucking awful.
Tell you what, he's a cunt, but he gives good head. He knows right where to lick in that clit. Sorry.
Surprisingly though, he looked like a miserable bastard.
He did, It was the moustache tickle their thighs.
Mate. Stop.
He was a great dad too, apparently.
Cool. Finish whatever you're going to say about that.
No, I'm just riffing.
No.
I was a model.
I quite like riffing with you and things, but there's certain things I'm not even going to entertain you on.
Joseph Fritzl.
Not on camera anyway.
That was a model story. I haven't heard that cunt in years.
That's because he's in jail.
What goes around comes around.
What do you think's going to happen? Like a Netflix special each season is like what he's done in jail? Fuck off.
A reality show?
No.
Like Love After Lock Up? Locked Up After Love?
Love after locked up. That actually sounds like something you'd get in like fucking True Living or something.
Oh, it is. It's a show like.
Oh, is it? Oh, fuck! I was giving you far too much credit there. I was like, shit, you've actually come up with a blinder there,
No, it's a show where like these cunts are fucking writing to women and fellas who are in jail.
Convicts, not cunts, mate.
No, the cunts are the outside ones because they're falling for it. So these cunts.
Oh, right, okay.
So people, right, they're in jail and then they're writing.
Like a pen pal kind of scheme.
And they fall in love, and then when they get out, these camera crews follow them.
No.
It's mad. It's bedlam. Like, hell, I watched, like, it was a couple of years ago, like, the first season of it, and I sat in on 4 or 5 episodes, mate, and it is fucking, it's captivating. Like,
it's one of those trashy TV shows where you can sort of just be like,
in America, right, it is.
Okay. But see, like that's something I always find quite fascinating, right? Not fucking convicts finding love. The power of the written word. Like, we all know that the English language can be used to manipulate people and be spoken, but like, you look at excuse me, like convicts and pen pals, how they fall in love, catfishing, like how people can form such deep, fucking meaningful relationships through 8-9 years of talking on the internet and have never seen each other.
It's a delusion.
And then as soon as they see each other, they're like, I don't like you.
It's a delusion, mate. See the catfish ones where like people, it's like fellas pretend to be girls. It's just a delusion. They're preying on people who are literally, they'll do anything for this to be true. Like, like I've seen some things where cunts have lost like fucking 200 grand.
Oh, aye.
And the one I seen with 200.
The Tinder swindler.
He was a.
Did you watch that?
I didn't watch it, but I know, I sort of get the gist of it.
Mate, no, but watch it though. I got the gist of it. Like, see, whenever you watch it, you're like, holy fuck. Like, brass necking it has nothing on this cunt. I kind of felt sorry for the women for a second, and then I was like, nah. If you're going to go to your family, like, see if any of my family members came to me and was like, could you lend me 20 grand to give to this new fella that I met on Tinder because the fucking people are trying to kill him? Like,
did he meet up with him though?
Yeah.
So
what he was doing,
he was meeting up with them and bringing them on private jets and shit, so they thought he had the dough.
Yeah, so what was happening?
That's like me going here, I need 20 grand, I'll fucking, whoever there, know him I've been on the private jets with and all around the world in the Bahamas. He's in stuck, but he'll give you it back next week. No, I'll want. I'll give you it back next week, mate. Or that's like, I'll get the drink. You pay a taxi. I'll get the first drink.
Mate, it was like, it was the ultimate case of robbing Peter to pay Paul. So he would take these women that he met on Tinder out wherever they lived and showed them this lavish lifestyle and was like, oh, here's my money, paid for them to fly out to meet him in places and all this here shit, pretended they were all his girlfriend, but meanwhile he had another girl on the side who he was sitting saying, oh, my enemies are after me, I can't access my money, can you send me 20 grand and I will pay you back once my enemies leave me alone. So that 20 grand came in, he then spent it with fucking the other bird, and she thought he was rich as fuck, and then he fucked off to somewhere else with some other girl, messaged her being like, my enemies, they're trying to kill me because I'm so rich and famous, can you send me money? And then he used that to pay for this bird, and he just kept doing this to everyone, and they were just, but mate, they were sending him hundreds of thousands of pounds, because they were like, oh, he's good for the money, he's good, he's rich, he's got it, he's flying everywhere, yeah, he's fine. And the best part about it is, even though it's been proven that he swindled them out of the money and committed fraud, all them women are the ones that have to pay the money back. He didn't get off scot-free, but he got off scot-free.
Mate, I seen a video of him like a couple of weeks after the thing went out, and he was in a fucking limo in LA or Florida or somewhere in America anyway, one of them fancy places.
Yeah.
And he was fucking giving it the big eye arm, getting the fucking big bottles of champagne.
Yeah, he's like, it's not.
It's all full of shit. Prove it. They told me they would give me the money. What can you do? That's it. You have to be smart that way. But some people, them women are exactly the same. They were hoping to God that they would do anything real, that he was.
They could live that lifestyle with him.
Yep. 100%. It's like me. Like, I just found out there that I have a ancestor that died and it has 3.5 million. All I had to do was send my sort code and PIN number to them.
Was that over in Nigeria?
Yes, I got an email yesterday and.
Did you?
Fucking. So
remember that back when the internet started, people were getting at him. Oh, Nigerian prince wants to give me 10 million fucking rand. You're like, oh, here, mate, take my bank details.
Oh, all right, Tiffany, for fuck's sake. You have 8 kids and you live in the Shankill estate.
But that was it. Like, people were so gullible when the internet started, and it was like, nah. I near got stroked. By what? By
I near got stroked for one the other day. I know the fucking. Are you gonna say the same thing? It taxed me saying you can claim £400 for your heating bill off the government.
No.
And it said UK government, and I was like, fuck, what's that there? So I clicked the link and it brought me to the UK government website, which wasn't.
You're a dick. You shouldn't have clicked the link.
No, but it doesn't. It asks you to put your details in.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, this can't be true. Like, there's no way I'm able to get anything like that because I earn enough money and all. I was like, and then I fucking exited out of it. And then that night I was sitting and I said to her, and she's like, that's obviously a scam. And I was like, no, that's why I didn't do it. And she was like, and I went in, Googled it, so just stuck it into Google.
Yeah.
And it comes straight up, fucking, there's a scam. They're doing it to get all your bank details and your house address and all.
No, that's
my dad
anybody
done
that
it.
text me, I wouldn't click the link or fuck off.
My dad done it a couple of years ago. My dad, because my sister, her phone or something was in his name.
Aye.
And he got a text message from O2, you haven't paid your bill. And he was like, it was her phone. And he was like, oh shit, fuck. So he went on and paid it off a dodgy link.
Oh, did he get hit?
He got the money back, I think he lost what he paid, which was like £35 or whatever it was, but they didn't get anything else.
Right, okay. No, this was nothing like that at all. This is going back to, I was 19, so fuck, a long time ago, 16 years ago, and I was selling my decks, and I put them up for sale on eBay, but they were like CDJ 2000s or CDJ 1000s with the mixer and all. I was like, right, sweet. It was a good setup, and this seller or this person contacted us and said that we're operating some sort of church parochial youth center, and that they're putting on DJ classes for kids and they need equipment, and they were looking to buy it, but it needed to be shipped to a certain place, and I was like, right, sweet, dead on. Got it. They paid it. Went into the link on my dad's thing. See, it was his eBay I was using, and went into his PayPal account. Like he went into PayPal and logged into his details, and it came up showing the PayPal website. The money was sitting in his PayPal, so he went off. I boxed him up.
I know a couple of it, like I saw.
And then my dad was like, something's just not sitting right with me here. So he phoned PayPal. It's like, can you just confirm how much money I have in my account? And I'm like, nothing. So I'm looking at it here saying that there's fucking whatever the price was, a few grand. And I'm like, no, that's not sitting there. And whatever way they'd managed to infiltrate my dad's computer, they were able to make the PayPal website appear as if he had money sitting there. I was like, holy shit.
See, not so much that, but I know a fella who, I don't want to name now, he's DJ. I seen him post that someone asked him, like, to do a song or something for his missus. Him and his missus were getting married. Says we'll pay you €300, and he was like, no sweat. So he made this wee like fucking like a 40-second song thing, hard bomb.
Yeah.
Sent it to him. He goes, right, send your money now. And he sent the money. He goes, oh shit, mate. Sorry, I mean, I fucking had his extra zero where I sent fucking 3,000.
Mm-hmm.
Can you send me back the fucking 1,700? And he was like, sent the confirmation. I goes, I mate, no problem. Boom, sent it back. Never sent no fucking money. Never sent no fucking money at all, mate. I'll tell you after.
That's nuts, but it's a scammer world, like.
It is, mate. It's fucking bonkers, like.
I've seen a video on Facebook of some guy who's managed. I don't know how he does it because he doesn't obviously tell his secrets, but he's managed to infiltrate some call center on that part of the world.
Oh, the scam ones? Oh, he's an FBI guy. He's in the FBI. And he speaks to
them. He's like, so, and then he calls them by their name, but he's watching them through cameras, and you watch them freaking out.
They're hanging up and all.
How the fuck does he know my name? How does he know what's going on? And you're like, oh.
Mate, I've seen loads of him, mate. He's actually a good YouTube channel. Him. Yeah. He was like in the FBI fraud or something. And he's just sitting there with a green screen on behind him, and he's fucking talking to them, and they're freaking out, and they hang up, but yet the phone doesn't hang up, and he's still on the computer and all. I mean, it's fucking hilarious.
But that's it. Take it back to the hackers, because that's.
I know.
Like there's brass tacking and that's just being a tech.
The way I look at it, mate, is if you're that gullible now, if it seems too good to be true,
in this modern day and age, yes.
Fuck's sake, mate.
Aye, but it's easy saying that. But for older folk,
I wouldn't even file my taxes because I'm scared of them stroking me.
Oh, but you know what I mean? Like older folk who aren't au fait with technology and all that their shit, like that's easy prey.
Aye, too easy
for the hackers. Like, oh yes, just let me get my details for you here now, sonny, and then bang.
It's the same with that. Do you see that FTX fucking thing?
Was this crypto guy?
Crypto guy, but he owned like a crypto exchange, so you could buy and sell crypto on it.
Yeah.
So this guy was obviously you were going on there and buying your Bitcoin or whatever, but it was he always said, we will never reinvest your money. So like if you put your money in a bank, the bank is going to take your money and reinvest it and fucking hilly-ha and do like I think the bank can lend out like up to 100% of what they have actually got in the vault.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So he said, I'll never do that there. That's all he done, mate. And then people started lifting. Obviously, the crypto market started to take a dip.
Yeah.
People started lifting their money out quicker, like.
Aye, because they wanted to get a return on whatever they had now before it dipped more.
And fucking once they done that, it just went completely bust. Like
he's been
billions,
done.
mate.
Oh, aye.
There's 10 billion that they can't find, like.
Aye, because he had celebrity endorsements and all sorts of shit.
Fucking Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Do you think they should be held responsible too?
It depends on how much information they are really given. Because at the end of yes, to a certain degree, they should be held responsible because they're knowingly advertising a product. However, knowing what celebrities do, someone says, "Load of money," and they go, "Yeah, okay. What do I need to say? Do I just start just down this camera here and say, this is the line I need to say to endorse your product? Thanks for that there. See you later." And then they just fuck off into the night. No repercussions to them.
That's it. So, were they keeping, like Kim Kardashian and fucking Tom Brady and all, were they keeping their money in FTX? What, like, did they lose their money?
Did they even have any money at the start?
That's what I'm saying. I seen one post the other day about Messi. No way. Messi gets 15.
I was wondering how long it would take you to get onto this.
Messi gets 15 million per Instagram post.
Yeah.
So, like, if you want him to sponsor a post for something, that you get 15 million per post.
Yeah.
That's fucking mental. Like,
because of the amount of people.
There's like, what, 300 million or something?
Was it his picture, him holding the World Cup, has now been the most liked Instagram picture over the fucking egg?
I'm glad. Tell you what, just like the Falklands, the RGs can't hold on to a fucking lead, can they?
No. It was a fantastic match. Like,
mate, I didn't see the penalties, but I had to go. We went to see that Santa thing in the Titanic Quarter.
We were up at her granny's house for dinner, and we were called to the dinner table as the penalty started. So I realised that it would take maybe about 5 minutes to serve out all the food and the plates. So I just set the phone so delicately on my leg underneath the fucking tablecloth and was like,
mate,
someone scored another penalty.
I would have had it on the fucking table eating, like.
I know you have to be polite in front of the grandparents, mate.
Fucking bollocks, mate.
Do you know what I mean? I seen something as well the other day that I thought was class. Speaking of the fraud and all, there was some wee kid who was using his granny's credit card to buy stuff on Roblox. And just kept going, "Oh, sorry, that was an accident. Sorry, that was an accident." And Granny was like, "Oh, that's fine." No, Granny was fine with it until the uncle found out, and the uncle confronted his brother, the dad of the child, and the dad was like, "Okay, well that's bad, but little Timmy did, but I'm not really going to do nothing about it." So the uncle was like, "Well, fuck it, I'm going to do something about it." So I think it was like 350 quid he'd spent on the credit card, right? And the uncle said, "I'm not giving you any birthday or Christmas presents until the debt's paid, and I would normally spend $40 on you. So you've got about 10 of these to go." And I was like, "That's a fucking brilliant punishment."
You have to learn.
Yeah.
I know a wee girl who fucking in one sitting, her fucking son ran up a £300 bill, like.
In one sitting.
He must have just went bump, bump, bump. That obviously by the time my kids were using things like that, this had already been established that it was easy to do, so it was well locked up. You know what I mean?
It wasn't like back in the day.
You couldn't just fucking.
Like, oh yeah, just do it. You have to have like
one button. Like you hit one button and away you went. Imagine that, but like, especially like.
Well, though, parents give their kids the password to unlock their phone. Normally, that's also the password you need to enter in to pay for something. Oh, please enter your password if you want to make sure this payment goes through. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And that's it.
That's a good thing about the facial recognition and all now, though.
Yeah.
That definitely fucking stopped a lot of that shit.
Aye, but at the same time, it's still annoying as fuck whenever like your phone's sideways and you're like, oh, I can't be bothered lifting my phone. If you're watching it in bed or something, it's like, oh, why do I have to lift my phone to do this? I just want to be lazy. I found out. Remember, you asked me a few weeks ago what X I have. I don't think I don't really have X. There's one thing that I've found out that really fucking winds me up more than it should normally annoy a person, and I was getting the piss taken out of me for this the other day. See packets of bacon and stuff that say easy peel. Like, you know the corner bit where you peel the plastic off and you peel it and it goes and breaks. You're like, easy peel my dick. But it's every fucking packet of every manufacturer. It's not like one's better than the other. And so whenever you find one, you're like, oh, please,
it's going to
please
open.
keep going, fuck. But see how much that actually winds me up in life. See, once that wee corner rips, oh my god!
You have to put a knife in it.
I don't even want this bacon now. Fuck you, Denny's, or whoever fucking other bacon people that there is.
See for it to sit. See for the keep well is no. You need to have it back over. You know what I mean? Then you have to wrap it in tinfoil once it rips and all. You're like, fuck off.
Like, could you not in this fucking modern day and age? We're about to enter 2023. Is there no like fucking resealable bacon packet? Like, do you know the way you have them sandwich bags that have the wee gluey bit that reseal? Could you not have that shit?
I've got them, mate. Like they pop open and they have like a wee like looks like a button in the corners. But the problem is, it's a fucking bollocks to open, and when you do, you have to really pull it.
Right.
It rips sometimes.
See,
anyway.
It's
like a plastic.
It's first world
like
problems, like. But why the fuck in this day and age can we not have packaging that will like see all this single use plastic? Good, get fucking rid of it. Find me a better way that I can access my bacon and other products that have easy fucking peel. Wankers. Fuck you,
Speaking
manufacturers.
Of food, do you know what the Great British national dish is?
Crumpets.
No.
Well, you need to be a bit more specific.
What is the British national dish?
For what?
For everything.
For dinner?
Yeah.
Like fucking...
What is the food that came out of Great Britain?
Fuck. Like swan? Pigs? No. Rats?
So like a dish, like say... Most people say fish and chips, like...
No, but...
that was like Portugal, I think.
I see, no, I'm thinking Yorkshire puddings or something like
that
there.
Chicken tikka masala.
It's British?
British. That's the only British national dish. I found that insane.
I don't believe you. I'm fact-checking that shit. Like, you said that far too confidently.
It's the national dish of Britain.
Where did you hear this shit?
TikTok.
Oh, of course it's fucking real on TikTok. See the amount of videos that I've seen recently where
Great
it's saying
Britain
something
national.
And they're like, oh, how did this happen? It's like, because you fucking paused the video and then changed it for something to make this look fucking ridiculous. It's chicken tikka masala a British dish? Chicken tikka masala is an Indian dish. The masala sauce was added to satisfy the desire of British people to have their meat served in gravy.
Type in Great British national dish.
Great. This is some fucking
Great Britain.
top quality fucking bounce right here. Fish and chips and chicken tikka masala.
Told you.
But that's like saying that fucking it's a Great British dish, salted chili chicken, because we all love it in the fucking Hangover.
If you go to, that was invented here.
No, I accept. I refuse to accept that information.
That was invented here, but it's like if you go to, where would you say, like Italy? Do you know what I mean? You've got your stuff in Italy. Like people think pizzas were made in Italy.
Aye.
It's actually like fucking Boston or something where the Italian immigrants went to.
Did you see that discovered beer originated in Ireland? Like, we genuinely are the stereotype that we are.
That's amazing.
They found like ancient mead or wheat or something somewhere down south that's thousands of years old, and it's the oldest found version of this mix that made ye old beer. I'm like, yep, so the Irish invented beer.
That's why we can do it. I read a book about they had like all the ancient Romans and all, and fucking the Greeks.
Yeah.
That they were finding this stuff. I can't remember what you call stuff now. In the pottery that we're finding that was psychedelic.
Yeah.
So they're saying like how long?
Heard a lot about that there. It was
minute,
more like religious wines and stuff that had it in the bottom of the jars.
It was fucking hell. It's going through my head now. What you call it? But they were finding traces. But they weren't only finding it there. They were finding it in Europe. They were finding it in.
It's everywhere. But again, that's whenever you look at all different. How can you have so many different ancient cultures spread around the world with no supposed contact over multiple thousands of years that all had the same general take on how things were? They all had these same gods. They might have had slightly different names, but everybody done the same job or whatever. So obviously it's like DMT and stuff when people say people like that's that like I've never obviously tried DMT, but the thing that I find amazing about all the research and stuff is the fact that like if you take ecstasy or you take LSD or you take cocaine, your high's your high and your high alone. Like if I'm tripping balls and I see a rabbit in the corner, no one else sees that. That's just my brain playing tricks on me. But when people take DMT, there's a multiple
things that
everybody sees the same thing, and it's a repetitive thing. It's not, and that's then obviously why they're starting to try and study it. But that I find very interesting.
I've done it many a times, and I would recommend everyone try it once. Like it's incredible. Like
I was up for going on an ayahuasca retreat,
ayahuasca
but then I found out that ayahuasca fucking makes you whitey, and all. I was like, I don't want to be whiteying and shitting when I'm having a fucking good time.
Ayahuasca's a 12-hour thing where you piss yourself, shit yourself, be sick over yourself.
I know, I didn't see
and
all
once
that.
you're in. Whereas DMT is literally 15 minutes, and DMT is also stronger than ayahuasca.
No, I know that there, but I just thought, that would be pretty cool if you just sat there in this wee fucking hammock in the jungle listening to bird sounds, tripped out for 12 hours. That'd be quite nice.
It's rotten too, like.
And then I was like, no, I really don't want a whitey. Fuck that.
Apparently you whitey just by even drinking the shit.
But like, would that not give you a bad trip? You're starting off bad. You're like, I've just been sick of this stuff I've put into me. What the fuck is going on?
See,
Too late. See you in 12 hours.
All the people that I have listened to who have done it have been like, it's fucking bedlam. Like you're in there, you're up and down like a yo-yo. You're fucking you're running about as far as people are just following you about. Make sure you don't die.
Yeah.
I mean,
you're
obviously
not going to die when you're on a trip.
But like, there's fucking 13 people working this resort, and they're following 13 people about all night.
Do you know what I would love to do? A sensory deprivation tank. I think that would be fucking awesome.
I told you I'll do it with you. We'll do it after Christmas. There's ones in Dundonald.
I know there is. I've went and priced the whole thing, mate. I properly have looked into this, like, but again, it's.
I was me and her were gonna go up, and then literally the pandemic hit, and then never thought about it again.
No, I would definitely. Like you go, we won't do DMT and sit in a fucking in one of those wee chambers for.
Tell you what, see if you could get a DMT vape pen.
You can
sit, and that's what I'm saying. We get one and then go up and hit it just before you get in there.
Yeah. Just lie there, float away.
Be magical.
Solve life's problems.
Imagine a podcast after that.
So guys, we've decided we're going to retire, sell all our belongings, and go and live in Tahiti, selling coconuts on the beach.
I'm going to live in the cave in Cave Hill. Shout sectarian abuse of people walking past. That's the way my mind will go.
So here, before we wrap things up, the next time I'm going to see is after the big day.
Yep.
Christmas. What have you got planned? Anything? What traditions does the Sergis household? I love how we went from DMT to Christmas traditions.
Get up as early as you can get up. No, my dad, her man, dad, the kids and my wee brother not come here. So we used to go to her mummy's house, but then now every year we just come here since we bought this house. So yeah, they'll all come here, fucking be up early. Can't wait to fucking build all the kids' toys.
Why do you do that on Christmas Day?
Yeah. Well, the bigger stuff I'll build out here, like, but I don't think there's much I used to do out here. No coming up to it.
Aye.
But this year there's not so much like fucking toy houses or anything to build. You know what I mean? That's just it'll be like set. Jack's got the same monitor for his room that's there.
Aye.
And put the PlayStation and all in his room where the PlayStation's already set up, so it'll just be plug and play for him.
Aye.
So do all that shit. I love it, man. Christmas is my favourite time of year.
You really are a full Christmas bug, like, aren't you?
It. But that's I seen this thing earlier and it's true. Like see all the years I thought it was Christmas magic. It wasn't. It was just having a man dad that loved you. That's what the magic was.
Yeah, well, that's what I always say, because I'm the complete polar opposite from you. I'm a proper bah humbug when it came to Christmas. Now, I have warmed to Christmas now. I'm starting.
Now you have a child.
Yeah, but that's what it is. I always said, when I was a child, I had decent Christmases until I got a wee bit older. Then there was the bad times.
I was the same though. Like everyone's the same. I
hated Christmas so much, and I was like, "Fuck off for a game of Smarties." But then, as you say, once you have a child, and the magic starts coming back again because you're getting to do the whole Santa thing, and you watch the joy in their face of the magic, and you're like even walking back the other night from her school. It's like, I love being out in the dark because it's just so magical with all the lights. And you're like, oh my goodness, I love Christmas. What the fuck has happened to me?
I know. It is, mate. It's fucking great.
I remember there was one year though. There was some, and this is one thing that people need to understand, and it's this is the cynical Dave. But I also see a lot of people would feel like this at Christmas time, and I don't think people take the time to really appreciate this, right? So there was a girl I used to work with, back before I had the child, and I was a proper fuck Christmas. Christmas is shite, and she was like, "Come on, smile, enjoy it." Now for weeks and weeks this went on. And one day I just snapped. I was like, listen here, don't you fucking tell me to smile. You don't know what I've been through for Christmas. Christmas is actually a pretty fucking morbid time of my life. So if I don't want to be happy, that's fine. I don't piss on your parade. If you want to be happy, crack on. But stop telling me to fucking smile because you're being inconsiderate of my feelings. Oh my God, mate. She was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I've never thought of things from that point of view before. I must reconsider this.
See, that's where we're different. I went, fucking man up, you cunt.
Nah, but that's... But people,
it's Christmas.
But it's that I don't buy into that. It's Christmas, yes, wait, everyone have a good time. But if Christmas isn't your thing, don't force people to fucking enjoy Christmas. If you want to be a
Don't try and
Scrooge...
shove Halloween down my throat. Like, I hate Halloween. It's fucking shite, like.
Do you?
Ah, mate, Halloween is the worst one out of that. I don't mind Easter. Fucking
I've
starting to get warm.
Enjoying Halloween coming here to do a really stupid Halloween costume.
That's the only good thing about it is that. But Halloween, I mean, even fuck's it, you can't even get off work on for Halloween.
Here's another thing for you, right? This is something that kind of annoys me about Christmas. It's not a daft thing, or it is a daft thing. See Christmas decorations now. They're far too, like, when you were a child, do you not remember Christmas decorations being proper naff? Like there were shite decorations, but it was fun and it was lots of colour.
In fairness, mate, so was the cars back whenever I was a kid. Like, they were shit.
The outfits and the haircuts, but you know what I mean. It was part of Christmas.
Evolved.
Christmas was tacky. You had tacky decorations. Now everything's white and fucking it has to match the decor of the house. Fuck off! It's Christmas. Add some colour other than white and fucking that's it.
Not a chance, mate.
No.
Mate, see if I didn't have the kids in Heller, I wouldn't have a Christmas tree up, but I would still be full Christmas.
I would love to bring back old decorations and just like tinsel. Fuck. I think we've had like 2 bits of tinsel.
Mate, the only tinsel I've seen in about the last 10 years was Aisha had some in her hair the other night for her play.
See, we only have it because Ruby wanted it in the shop. It's like, oh my goodness, like I hear there's a bit of tinsel for you, kid. Let's go. Where that's a fucking itchy scarf.
My house was filled with gold, red, purple, fucking you name it. When I was a kid, it was tinsel everywhere.
Do you enjoy your Christmas dinner?
No, I don't eat turkey. No, I get fucking fillet steaks and chips.
Fuck off! You do not have steak and chip for your Christmas dinner.
Yes, I eat what I like. I'm not one of these kids that'll force down a fucking shit meal because it's Christmas. It's the fucking worst dress food out there.
No, but
eat what you want.
I agree with you. I'm not a fan of turkey. I do think it's dry.
It's horrible, man.
But I do enjoy everything else that comes with it.
It's alright. Put that in it with a big fucking steak.
No, you can't. You can have steak every other day of the year.
Yeah, that's all I eat anyway.
It's the day you have to tolerate people that you would never see any other time of the year.
It's in my house. You eat what you're given.
It's just the image of Heather serving everyone Christmas dinner and then be like, here's your steak and chips, your highness.
Me and Jack's eating a steak.
Fuck off.
We're cooking that pig out here.
I love how you're like, we don't have any Christmas traditions.
Beef,
but we'll have steak for dinner. Fuck off.
That's my tradition now. I've done that forever.
No.
I remember the first Christmas dinner I ever had, and I was like, yeah, get that away to fuck. Get that turkey away to fuck.
Would you ever attempt to cook a Christmas dinner?
No, we did not, mate. Wouldn't even attempt.
Fucking man up.
I wouldn't even attempt to cook. I mean, I have people who do that shit for me. You man up. You're the bitch of the house.
I did. I enjoy cooking, mate. Cooking's good fun.
Aye. You can fucking pay someone to do it for you.
But before Ruby came along, we always used to do Christmas in our house. Right, we're going to see everybody, but Christmas is our time, so we took a turnabout. It's like, right, if Nicole cooked it this year, then I would cook it next year. That's what we'd do, right? So Nicole done our first ever Christmas dinner since we moved out. It's like, lovely, thank you, darling. She was that worried about cooking me and her Christmas dinner that she spent a week with a girl from her work who was really good at cooking, learning how to cook Christmas dinner. So for a week up to Christmas, I was eating turkey and all sorts of shit to see it was fine for Christmas. So I was fucking done by then. So up steps Dave's year. Fucking right. Wait do you hear
You can just air fryer it now, can't you?
Oh, aye. But so I rocked up. Well, not rocked up. Woke up for Christmas. Opened her presents. Sat and got a bit liquored. I was like, right, what time do you want your dinner for? She goes, right, want it for about 4. Okay. So we got to 12 o'clock. I haven't an oven, anything out. Oven off, nothing. It's like, do you not think you want to do that? It's like, no, not yet, it's okay. Got to 1 o'clock. It's like, do you want me just to go in and cook the dinner? It's like, nope, you will have your dinner at 4 o'clock. So I eventually moved at 2. And she's like, you're never doing this. 2 hours, mate, I cooked an entire Christmas dinner perfectly.
Hi, but you don't have to let the fucking turkey
I would say because it was just me and the COVID didn't have a turkey. I had a turkey crown.
Ah, right. That makes
but
sense,
I've done a lot of math on Christmas Eve, and it's like, if I put this in at this time with this at this and this and this will all come together within 2 hours. Nicole's like, that's never happening for you. And see, fucking 2 hours, mate. We sat down for dinner, and I just thought,
see, 4 o'clock. Mate, 4 o'clock's late for a Christmas dinner.
But then no, but like that is another thing that annoys me. See people who say they have dinner at lunchtime. No, it's not.
It is. That's what it is.
It's not dinner though. It's not dinner. Dinner is fucking dinner time. It is not fucking 2 o'clock.
It's a Christmas lunch.
No,
that's what it is. Because
everyone. It's Christmas lunch. It's not Christmas dinner.
Exactly, aye, but that's what it is, and that's what most people do. Like, they have a Christmas lunch, then they get fucking on it, then they get their glad rags on to go out, hit the town, or do whatever.
I see. No, I don't go out on Christmas Day. Christmas Day is solely stay in the house.
Aye,
because Planet Love was always on Boxing Day.
That's it. Christmas night's one of the biggest nights in the year around here. Every fucking bar has something on. But no, I wouldn't go out now. Like, I sit and watch Die Hard.
Well, that was
the best Christmas movie ever made.
That's what I was going to ask you, mate. I think it's a very good way to end the show. But you've answered it. Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Well, in fairness, Bruce Willis and all done an interview about it, and they said it's not.
But it happens at Christmas.
I know.
That is the main premise of a Christmas film.
No,
something that takes part at Christmas, and they have a happy ending.
Another thing as well that I class as a Christmas movie is it's on at Christmas every year. So like, see The Mummy. I look at The Mummy as a Christmas movie because it's on ITV every year on Christmas fucking Eve.
Well, see, Star Wars to me originally, before I developed my unhealthy addiction to Star Wars, I always remembered sitting with my dad sometime around Christmas, and I was always watching Star Wars on the TV. So that would have been a childhood Christmas movie to me, but I wouldn't say it is a Christmas movie. But I get you, maybe. But then they just show movies on the TV at Christmas anyway.
It's horrible now, but see like at ITV, that's what you used to do. You used to go and used to watch them on ITV. You used to look at the schedule and go,
right, but ITV just show the same fucking thing.
ITV2, fucking. But the problem is, mate, these TV channels can't afford to get the licensing for these shows anymore.
Yeah,
because Netflix is paying a fucking fortune. Disney obviously own most of this stuff, and Amazon's paying a fortune. So like Home Alone, like you're only getting Home Alone on Disney more than likely this year. They own it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So like it's done that all the TV channels are a bit fucked.
I love how that out of all the Christmas movies, that was the one you picked.
Home Alone.
Can't.
Home Alone's the best one. Like it is. It's amazing. Like
I hate Home Alone.
No, you don't.
I do. Hate it. I've been bullied for so long in my life about that fucking movie that I detest it.
When was the last time you watched it?
I couldn't tell you when the last time I watched it was, because
So you're not going to sit down with Ruby and go, listen, You prepared for
no,
it?
Nicole can watch it with her because
mate, it's fucking unbelievable.
No, mate, I got bullied
too.
so much through my life because of that film. Because they're like, you look like Macaulay Culkin. And like my family used to get me to do the wee fucking with the aftershave and all that there shit. No, I don't. Nicole, every time it pops up, it's like, look, you're on the TV.
Mate, you may hope you don't age like him, for fuck's sake.
I fucking have, mate. See the amount of times, you know that picture of him where he's completely off his head and he's like wearing his pants and it's not a good thing. See the amount of times people have sent that to me being like, was this you last night? It's not funny anymore, guys. Stop it.
What is your
I just realised I've sunk myself as well now saying this here. No.
I never even twigged on me either. That's why I'm laughing.
What were you going to ask me?
What's your favourite Christmas movie?
I don't have one. If I'm honest with you, because I've hated Christmas more than I've enjoyed Christmas, I haven't had time to...
I'll take that as the Grinch then.
I haven't even seen the Grinch.
That's because you are the fucking Grinch.
Do you know what I mean? What's your favourite Christmas movie?
It would probably be Home Alone, both of them, mate.
Okay.
And honestly,
Home Alone, was that your fucking...
Elf is good too, like, it's funny.
Elf's a good film,
funny,
yeah.
Like, but I don't like none of that Scrooge shit and things like that.
See, I enjoyed Scrooge when I was younger.
It was on earlier. See, when I came in, it was on Channel 5.
Was it?
Aye, the old one, like.
What's your favourite Christmas song? You
You
can't have Progue's Fairy Tale in New York because that's what everybody takes.
That is the best one. Like,
it is.
Out of the shadow. See them to change the words in it.
Aye, but they've come back this year. People have been like, "Fuck you, we don't care."
Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me.
Okay.
Who was that?
Rage Against the Machine.
Rage Against the Machine. That's it.
Oh yeah, well that was a Christmas song. It was Christmas number 1, I suppose. that actually counts.
Mate.
But no, favorite Christmas song other than the Progues.
I'm only going to go West because the only thing I can think of. But Last Christmas.
Oh, fuck away off.
That's the only one I can think of.
Do you actually like
mate.
that song?
That's
up there with fucking that Mariah Carey song on me. It's like no.
Is that not Mariah Carey?
No, that's Wham.
Is it?
Mariah.
See, told you. It's
Fairy
Tale in New York's the only one you have to use it. Like
I do enjoy Christmas songs. Like that's the one thing about Christmas I love. I love the music, but the old
mate,
Christmas
you're
music,
mad as fuck. Like I hate Christmas movies. I hate Christmas trees, but I love Christmas songs.
I know, but I'm a musician. You know what I mean? But it's the old Christmas shit, not all. Like you don't get a modern pop song that's like the old Christmas songs.
It's like we've talked about it before, but there's not one recently done.
It makes you feel that sort of your mom fucking driving home from Christmas and all.
That's a smasher.
That's a great song.
Yep.
Did he ever make it home for Christmas? Did he ever get to see their faces?
Every year he's still driving.
That's it. Like fucking, that's a long road that comes on. I don't know the name of my favourite song, but it's the one that goes. Whatever that song is, that is my favourite Christmas song. See, when I'm out and about and I hear it, I give it a wee. Yep, love it, mate. Fucking love it.
Mate, you're down there
so
a few
much.
Marks and Spencers in the town. You start giving it the wee fucking head.
Nicole's like, sort yourself out. It's like, nah, this is my jam, girl. Wait till you see.
Someone put some tinsel around my neck.
I'll show you fucking loving Christmas.
So what's been your best Christmas gig?
See, when you ask me questions like this and I try and think about things, I think I have early onset of fucking like Alzheimer's dementia because I can't think of anything.
I'll tell you the best.
I would say one of the warehouse shows, T13 or T13, just because of the sheer crowd.
I would say T13 because it was our first big show.
Yeah.
It was, 10,000 plus people.
Yeah.
And it was incredible. Don't get me wrong, S13 was even bigger and it was amazing, but we'd already sort of fucking playing quite regularly then.
Aye.
But T13 was the one where we weren't even expecting play, or it was like only about a week out or something we found out we were playing.
Yeah.
And it was like, fuck. Like, just stepping up on that stage, like, fucking hell, it was incredible. Like,
and I would definitely say it would have to be one of the warehouse shows because it was always just a good vibe.
Madness.
All Christmas gigs are good because it's just everyone's out for a good old jolly and loving life or whatever. But yeah, it was definitely, I think, just for the sheer size and things from it. There was another thing I wanted to ask you as well. Right, so Christmas jumpers are a big fucking thing now, right?
I know.
But back in the day, people used to be given Christmas jumpers from like their grannies and something, and it was something like, oh thanks, and it got fucked in a cupboard and never to be seen again. At what point in time did Christmas jumpers become fashionable to where people are like, oh, I'm going to get myself a Christmas jumper. Oh, Christmas jumper day. Let's do this.
Maybe 10 years, like
that's what I mean. Yeah, it's a recent thing.
It really changed. But again, it was done as a goof to begin with, and it still is sort of done as a goof, like, but I don't mean it's marketing. It's fucking marketing, mate. See if you go into enough shops and there's enough fucking elf jumpers sitting there and enough, like, people will buy them. Like, I mean, I went into Primark.
I have the best Christmas jumper this year.
Yours is a smasher.
This year is the best Christmas jumper.
Smasher. You'll see it next week when we do a Christmas special.
This is kind of turned into a Christmas special.
I know, mate. Fucking see, I went into Primark the other day with Heller on, can't remember, last Friday. They have Aldi fucking trousers.
What do you mean Aldi trousers?
No, Aldi, the fucking supermarket.
Like trousers you wear in work?
No, fucking trousers that say Aldi on them and they're yellow and blue. Or nah, I'm telling you, it's Greg's. It's Google that shit now. It's
Greg's trousers.
Greg's branded clothing. Mate, it's the most ugly. And there's look, told you.
Yeah.
They're selling all that in Primark. Mate, there's about. Mate, want to see
who the fuck would wear that?
Mate, it's insane. It's fucking insane. And see, like, it
as
wasn't.
Much as you say this, I would have bought that for the code for a Christmas just for.
It wasn't like just one wee stand. There was
a full section.
A full section of this. And again, what it is, that's 900 quid. What the fuck?
No, it wasn't. So I continue with your saying.
It wasn't. Again, what it boils down to is like people are going to buy that for a full laugh.
Double tracksuit, extra large for men, Celine.
Oh, that's not Greg's. That's all right.
Aye.
I was going to say. But that's what it is, mate. People will go in and go, no what, for a fucking full giraffe, we'll buy us. And we'll
a Greg's Christmas jumper, yes, I can get. Not
right Primark.
Hold on. Flip that screen so the viewers who are watching can see what this is, right? So this fucking Christmas jumper, yes, let's have a laugh and we'll wear Greg's. Maybe somebody in the office who goes to Greg's every day, it's funny.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is wearing an American sports coat for Greg's or this fucking hoodie? Like, that's
insane,
like
mate.
That looks like a fucking, like the crime scene tape that you get.
No, the saddest thing about that is some child in China had to fucking knit that together. That's the saddest thing about this. Because that's all ending up in the landfill. I fucking promise you that.
When you ordered a sausage roll off Wish.com and you get a hoodie instead.
Did you see my fucking grenades?
Oh, Jesus. That was brilliant.
My wee man's like, here, Daddy, I want, he's fully into like World War II and all. He's like, Daddy, I want, the German grenades, the long ones. I want them for Christmas. Like, a replica of them. I mean, no problem. Can you get them on eBay and all? He's like, I was looking at them at my granny's. He said, right, get me the link. Boom. I looked at them, just went, buy. Didn't even look at it, just went, fucking 12 quid. Yep. Boom, give me that there.
As you do.
They came there now and they were fucking Nazi.
Mate, you have to read the fine print.
But I give him, I didn't even mention nothing. I give him in there and he's like, yes. And he's run about with an action man with it in his hands. So he's like, don't give a fuck.
Just give them to you.
But I was going to keep him for Christmas. And then once they came, I was like, oh, fuck, I'll just go and give him. Funny as fuck.
I done the same thing with Ruby. I got her. She's really into Nightmare Before Christmas. So I seen this advent calendar. There was a Nightmare Before Christmas advent calendar, but instead of chocolate, you got like a wee Nightmare Before Christmas figure behind each door. So I thought, all right, ticket, sweet, ordered that. And then I went and read the reviews a couple of days later, and everyone was giving off, going, there's not one Nightmare Before Christmas character in this. They're all like weird Halloween knockoff figures. I was like, fuck. So I sat her down. I was like, right, this is what the crack is. These are probably not going to be Nightmare Before Christmas characters. So I can send this back, or you can keep it and be whatever you are when you
happy.
Them. So she wanted
no
to keep
complaining
it.
The rest of that mum.
So the first one was a pumpkin. I'm like, right, okay, so we can get away with that. It's a Halloween-y thing. You could get away with that. Second one was Sally. I was like, fuck, where could be in here? That was it. we've had two. It's Friday the 13th. Is Jason? Yeah. We've had two Jasons. We've had some creepy fucking skeletons. We've had your man, Freddy, but he looks like a penis.
Do you know Freddy was a paedophile?
Aye.
I never got that when I watched that when I was a kid.
But there's been some questionable shits come out of this advent calendar, but God bless that wee girl's socks. She's tried to make this relatable to say, oh, that's the wee man, that's the mayor. Oh, that's one of the wee bad boys from Oogie Boogie. It's like, you're really stretching your imagination just so you could keep this present. Well done, you. Okay.
At least he's appreciative.
Yeah.
I'd have been threw back at me, told me, get that in the fucking bin. Shite.
That's because you're a dick.
No, they would have threw it back at me. Like, that's not what we asked for.
Oh, right, the kids? Aye, right, okay.
Fuck up. One other one. You have to get us 2 now.
Like you said that, but Jax was happy with his grenades. And
He
thought he was going to be sad.
He goes, we'll see us now. He went, what? And he had the action mama for them. And I was like,
you just underestimate the children, that's it, man.
That's it. But I says, yo, remember you showed me them things the other day? And he goes, aye. He says, the ones I wanted for Christmas. And I was like, aye, but I decided just to buy them because I knew you wanted them. And he was like, all right. And he goes, well, that was them. And he goes, oh, right, I thought they were life size. But, mate, remember I was saying, I think he's either fucking pulling my leg or he does still believe in Santa. Remember I was telling you? Mm-hmm. Went to see Santa the other night and he was like, oh, here, Daddy, I remember last year I heard the jingle bells on the roof and all he was saying.
And but he could just be playing you really well.
He could be, mate, but nah, I don't think he is. Like,
do you think he's still invested?
I think there was a wee stretcher, maybe because we're getting closer to, I don't know, but there was a wee stretcher. I was like, I guess we can't know.
He doesn't want to believe because his mates might not, but at the same time, he's like, I don't believe I'm not going to get presents.
I said, he's fucking still balls deep here. Like, we're going to have to tell him after this Christmas because he can't be going to big school believing in Santa. And so we're like, no fucking sure he doesn't. He says, his mates in school have brothers who are in fucking 5th year and all. Of course he fucking knows. And I was like, well, he's doing a good job
though, like my nephew's was in secondary school and the other was in primary school, and he played along full bells and whistles just so that the mystery of it wasn't spoiled for the other one.
Well, you have to do that. You have to sit them down and say, like, listen.
Like, once Jax knows, he's hardly going to be a dick to Asha and be like, haha, do you want to know something?
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's the way I look at it. But, mate, I don't know. So, I think he's still well in there, like, just the way he's been getting on, you know what I mean? But again, we're getting close to Christmas.
Either way, you're going to have a chat with him.
After this
Christmas.
One, yeah. 100%. He can't be going to big school thinking there's Santa, like.
Yeah. Well, on that note, we'll wrap it up.
Yep.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas, and I was going to say Happy New Year.
Hope Santa brings you all up a coal, you naughty bastards.
I hope you get what you want.
Yep. And we will catch you after the big day next week for some more festive fun. Yep. And if you get your ass together, a few Christmas jumpers.
Yep. I will. Well, peace, everyone.
Adios.
Please like, share, subscribe, all that shit.
You haven't done that for a while. Well done.
Please. It'll help us out. Next year is going to be fucking brilliant. So, let's do it.
Yep.
2023, bring it on.
2023 is the year for me.
You. No, I don't want to be calling that shit, like, but it's. I tell you what, it'll be hard to beat this year, like.
Nah, every year gets beaten.
It has done the last 3 or 4, 2 years of COVID. They were shit, like.
Yeah, well.
That's what I was thinking earlier. This is the first year in about 10 years that we haven't played a gig at Christmas,
But we discussed that the other week.
I was going to say, we've been offered, we turned down, but I was going, fuck, it's the first year, and then I went, no, it's actually the 3rd year in a row we haven't played anything at Christmas because of COVID.
Yeah.
But they don't count.
Exactly. The forgotten years.
Yeah. Peace.